Hello, ang topic natin ngayon is about finding Laplace transform using its definition, part 3. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung parts 1 and 2, ililink ko na lang sa description para panoorin nyo muna. I-check nyo muna para meron na kayong idea or background dito sa mga isa-solve nating problems. Okay, ito lang naman yung na-discuss natin. Kabisaduhin niya lang to, yung definition ng Laplace transform. Let f be a function defined for t greater than or equal to 0. Then the Laplace transform, denoted by the symbol L, of f of t is equal to the integral ng e to the negative st f of t dt from 0 to infinity. So, magiging function of s na siya. Okay? So, from time domain t, magiging function of s or frequency domain. Yan. Tapos, may linearity property tayong Laplace transform. Kung meron tayong more than one term doon sa hanapan natin ng Laplace transform, pwede yung i-Laplace transform isa-isa yung bawat term. Okay? Tapos yung mga constant, pwede nyo lang igilid, itabi doon sa Laplace transform operator. Yan. So, nakapag-solve na tayo sa parts 1 and 2 hanggang ito yung mga na-solve natin. Part 5. Okay. Chino, send ka sa seller kay Engineer Guide Shop. Claim mo yung freebies mo sa Caltech and Engineering Resources. Engineer Guide Shop, mag-send ka ng message. Okay? Sige, tuloy natin. Let's have problem number 6. Okay, for problem number 6, what if ang f of t natin is sinh 80? So, pag sinabi nating sinh, hyperbolic sign. Okay, so hanapin natin yung Laplace transform ng f of t, which is hyperbolic sign 80. So, bale, ang gagawin natin, apply natin yung definition, integral ng, paano nga ulit, Laplace transform ng f of t is equal to the integral ng e to the negative st f of t dt from 0 to infinity. Okay, so palitan natin, okay, yung f of t ng sinh. Okay? E to the negative st times f of t, which is sinh 80 dt. Okay? Nice. Congratulations, Binatog. From 0 to infinity. Okay. Kaso, paano natin i-evaluate yung integral ng e to the negative st sin infinity? Try natin gamitan to ng, diba, para mas madali, gamitan natin ng yung equivalent ng sinh 80 in terms of the base e. Ano siya? Diba? E to the 80 minus e to the negative 80 divided by 2. Okay? Tapos kapag yung cosh, diba, babalik ta rin nyo lang yung sign yan. E to the 80 plus e to the negative 80 divided by 2. Yan. So ngayon, sa substitute natin, integral ng e to the negative st, sinh 80 magiging, okay, times e to the 80 minus e to the negative 80 divided by 2 dt from 0 to infinity. Yan. So, pwede ngayon nating i-distribute itong e to the negative st. I-multiply natin. Itong over 2, igilid nyo na lang siya kasi 1/2 lang siya na constant, di ba? So, gilid ko na lang siya sa magiging 1/2 integral ng, so e to the negative st times e to the at, then minus e to the negative st times e to the negative at dt from 0 to infinity. Okay? So, 1/2 integral ng, so pwede nating i-add yung exponent, bale e to the negative st plus at, kasi same base na e. Multiplication law of exponent. Tapos ito rin, minus e to the, add natin yung exponent, negative st plus negative at or magiging minus 80 na lang dt from 0 to infinity. So, i-factor out natin. Bale, 1/2 integral ng, i-factor out natin dito si negative t. Factor out si negative t. Okay, magiging times the quantity s minus a. Right? Para kapag dinistribute nyo pabalik si negative t, babalik ka dito sa negative st plus at. Or mas maganda, ihuli ko na tong negative t. Lagay ko dito. Yan. Tapos, minus, ito naman, if-factor out ko na rin si negative t. Negative t. Tapos, matitira is times the quantity s plus a. Right? Or, isulat ko ng ganyan na lang. Okay? Kasi itong mga s minus a tsaka s plus a, mga considered as constant. T yung independent variable. So, coefficient ito nung t. Times dt from 0 to infinity. So, pwede ngayon natin i-distribute yung integral symbol. Okay? Diba? Together dito sa yung 1/2. So, magiging 1/2 integral ng e to the negative s minus t dt from 0 to infinity, then minus 1/2 integral ng e to the negative quantity s plus at dt from 0 to infinity. So, madali lang yung i-integrate. Diba? Ano yung shortcut formula? Integral ng e to the bt dt is equal to 1 over b e to the bt plus c. Yung b dito is a constant. So, ang integral nito is 1/2. Bale, yung coefficient na b dito is yung quantity, negative quantity s minus a. Right? So, bale, 1 over b. Ano yung b? Ito. Yung negative quantity s minus a. Tapos, copy nyo yung same function e to the bt, which is itong e to the negative quantity s minus at. Okay, tapos may tayo, limit of integration. So, lagay nyo, evaluated from 0 to infinity. Okay? Then minus, sa ganun din dito, 1/2, integral din nito, same formula. So, 1 over, ano naman yung b? Coefficient ng t. Ito naman, yung negative quantity s plus a. So, minus quantity s plus a, then times the same function, e to the negative quantity s plus at. Yan. Urong ko lang. Tapos, i-evaluate din natin from 0 to infinity. Okay. So, pag sinimplify natin, itong negative na to, magiging, gawin ko na lang siyang negative 1/2 or negative 1/2 s minus a times s minus a e to the negative s minus at from 0 to infinity. Okay, tapos ito magiging positive. Negative of negative, positive 1/2 times 1 over s plus a e to the negative s plus at. Yan. So, evaluate natin. Hindi ko na ginamitan ng limit yung substitution na. Ito, bale, substitute muna natin yung upper limit sa t minus lower limit na 0. So, negative 1, sige, pagsamahin ko na nga, negative 1 over 2s minus a e to the negative s minus a, yung t papalitan ng infinity, and then minus, papalitan nyo naman yung t ng 0, negative 1 over 2s minus a e to the negative s minus a times 0. Okay, mamaya natin simplify. Tapos ito naman, substitute natin yung infinity sa t. So, plus 1 over 2 times s plus a so e to the negative s plus a infinity times infinity, substitute nyo sa t, and then minus, evaluate nyo naman sa 0, palitan yung t ng 0 sa lower limit. So, 1 over 2 times s plus a, ito ko na isulat, e to the negative s, negative quantity s plus a, t palitan ng 0. Okay. So, dito sa may mga infinity, pwede tayong mag-set ng condition sa s para mag-converge. Diba naalala nyo, nung meron tayong form ng e to the negative s times infinity, dun sa mga previous example, ang ginawa nating s is greater than 0 para e to the negative tas any value ng s na positive times infinity, halimbawa s is 1, negative 1 times infinity magiging negative infinity. E to the negative infinity. Magsi-0, right? Kasi e to the, let's say, e to the negative infinity, let's say 99999. Yung infinity dito, hindi yan specific, kahit ano yan na napakalaking value. Wala siyang specific value talaga. Approaching infinity, let's say e to the negative 9999. So magzi-0 siya kapag s is greater than 0. Kung ito yung given. Paano pag ganito yung given? Negative s minus a times infinity. Anong i-apply nating restriction sa s? Bale, kung ano lang din yung coefficient ng infinity, which is yung s minus a, di ba dito yung s greater than 0 natin. Dito naman, yung s minus a mismo, yung greater than 0 nyo. Tapos, solve nyo tong inequality, transpose negative a sa kanan, magiging s should be greater than a. Okay? Para kapag in-evaluate natin tong expression, magzi-0 yan. Kailangan yung s is greater than a. Okay? So, 0 na to. Diba? Bakit kapag s is greater than a magzi-0? Kasi, magiging positive yung s minus a. Expression. Halimbawa, a natin is 4. Tapos meron tayong expression na negative of s minus 4 times infinity. So dapat greater than 4 yung s, let's say 5, para 5 minus 4, 1. So negative times 1 times infinity, negative infinity. So hindi siya pwedeng less than 4. Kasi kapag ni less than 4 nyo yan, let's say 3, magiging 3 minus 4, negative 1. Right? Tapos may negative ka, tapos infinity, negative times negative, positive infinity. So hindi na magzi-zero yung e to the negative infinity na yon. Okay, so dapat susundin lang natin tong restriction s greater than a para mag-converge. Yan, so magzi-zero na to. Tapos ito naman, bale negative times negative, positive. Ito wala tong problema kasi zero naman yan. Magiging e to the 0 divided by 2 times s minus a, right? And e to the 0 is 1. So magiging 1 over 2 times the quantity s minus a. Dito naman, ito yung may infinity din. 'Di ba? Dapat yung s plus a isa-set din natin to greater than 0 para mag-0 yan. So, bale, s should be, transpose natin si a sa kanan, greater than negative a. Okay? So, magsi-0 na to kapag sinet na s is greater than negative a. Ano ba yan? Minus or plus? Plus 0 na siya. Once sinet natin s is greater than negative a. Tapos dito naman, bale, minus, ito, e to the 0 uli yan, right? Divided by 2 times s plus a. Or itong e to the 0 is 1. So, magiging 1. Okay, so ngayon, ang natira is, wala na yan. Ito na lang dalawa, 1 over 2 times s minus a minus 1 over 2 times s plus a. Combine natin as a single fraction. Bale, ang LCD natin is yung 2 s minus a times s plus a, right? 2 times s minus a times s plus a. So, LCD divided by this 2 times s minus a. So, cancel itong 2 times s minus a. Matitira si s plus a. So, s plus a times the numerator 1, s plus a pa rin. Minus LCD divided by, ito naman, 2 times s plus a. So, makakancel si 2 times s plus a. Matitira si s minus a. Times the numerator 1, s minus a pa rin. So, lagyan nyo ng parenthesis kasi 2 terms na ang operation is negative. Kailangan nyong i-distribute yung negative sign. Bale, magiging s plus a minus a, negative times negative a, positive a. Divided by 2 times s minus a, s plus a. So, makakancel natin si s. Tapos, a plus a is 2a divided by 2 times s minus a times s plus a. So, makakancel natin si a. So, ang natira, a na lang over, ito, pwede nyo tong i-simplify, difference of 2 squares, di ba? Magiging s squared minus a squared. So, ito yung Laplace transform ng sinh 80, hyperbolic sign. So, tandaan nyo na yan. Ito ay derived formula na. So, nasa table na yan. Okay, dinerive lang natin using Laplace transform definition. So, ano dapat yung S natin? Kailangan, pagsasamahin nyo to, yung condition na yan. So, S is greater than A at the same time, S is greater than negative A. So, paano kaya to pagsamahin as a single inequality? So, 'di ba, S is greater than A is the same as A is less than S, 'di ba? Kung mas mataas si S kay A, mas mababa si A kay S. Ito naman, gawin natin, i-multiply ko to both sides by negative 1. So, magiging negative S. Kapag nag-multiply kayo ng negative sa inequality, ma-flip yung inequality symbol. So, from greater than, dapat magiging less than. The negative 1 times negative A, positive A na siya. Yan. So, pag pinagsama natin to, negative S less than A, tapos A is less than S, therefore, negative S less than A less than S. Diba? Or ano to, kapag ginamitan natin ng inequality, diba pwede siyang absolute value inequality, tandaan nyo pa? Absolute value ng A is less than S. Or, baliktarin nyo, S should be greater than the absolute value of A. So, ito yung pinagsamang restriction kay S, itong dalawa, para mag-converge yung Laplace transform. S should be greater than the absolute value of A. Next, problem number 6. Again, next problem number 7. Cosh naman. F of t is cosh AT. Hyperbolic cosine. So, Laplace transform ng f of t is equal to Laplace transform cosh AT. So, by definition, Laplace transform ng cosh AT is equal to the integral ng e to the negative st times f of t cosh AT dt from 0 to infinity. So again, gamitan natin yung definition ng cosh AT or representation ng cosh AT in terms of base e. Diba? That's e to the AT plus e to the negative AT divided by 2. So, substitute natin, integral ng e to the negative st times cosh AT, ito, e to the AT plus e to the negative AT divided by 2 dt evaluated from 0 to infinity. So, igilid ko na lang uli yung 1/2 constant. Tapos, i-distribute. So, e to the negative st times e to the AT plus e to the negative st times e to the negative AT dt from 0 to infinity. Yan. Di alam na natin to kanina, di ba? That's what? I-factor out nyo lang, bale, e to the negative of quantity S minus AT, parang kanina lang din sa sinh, di ba? Plus e to the negative quantity S plus A times T. Yan, pinactor out, inad nyo exponent, same base, tas factor out. Kasi same lang. Ano lang ba yung nabago dito? Yung plus, di ba? Kasi sa sinh kanina minus. Di ba? Minus yung kanina. Ito. So, almost same lang lahat ng process. Ang naiba lang is yung sign na to sa gitna. Plus ngayon. Kanina minus. 0 to infinity. So, distribute yung integral tsaka yung dt. Bale, integral ng e to the negative s minus at dt, 1/2 from 0 to infinity. Then, plus naman yan ngayon, plus 1/2 integral ng e to the negative s plus at dt from 0 to infinity. Ayan. Anong integral nito? So, same lang sa kanina. Bale, 1/2 times 1 over negative s minus a e to the negative quantity s minus at tapos evaluated from 0 to infinity. Or gawin ko na lang tong negative. Negative 1 over 2. Diba? Tapos, dito naman, same lang din yan sa kanina. Plus nga lang to ngayon, yung sign. 1/2 times integral nito is 1 over negative s plus a e to the negative quantity s plus at evaluated from 0 to infinity. Or gawin ko na lang siyang minus. Diba? So, magiging negative. Yan. So, ganun ulit. Evaluate sa upper limit minus evaluate sa lower limit. So, negative 1 over 2 times s minus a. Sige, e to the negative s minus a infinity. Upper limit muna palit sa t. And then minus negative 1 over 2 times s minus a. Evaluate naman yung t sa 0. Palitan nyo yung t ng 0. Okay. Ito rin. So, bale minus 1 over 2 times s plus a. Dito na lang yung e to the negative s plus at. Palitan ng upper limit, infinity. Then minus, okay, negative 1 over 2 times s plus a. Evaluate naman natin sa lower limit yung t. E to the negative s plus a t palit ng 0. So dito sa una, okay, set uli natin na s minus a is greater than 0 para s is greater than a. Para mag-0 to. Okay? So 0 na siya kapag ganito yung condition. Then dito, magiging negative of negative, positive, e to the negative of s minus a times 0, masi-0 yon, right? Divided by 2 times s minus a. Or itong e to the 0 is 1. So, gawin ko na agad 1. Tapos, ito, kapag sinet ko naman, condition, s plus a dapat is greater than 0. So, s is greater than negative a. Masi-0 na to. Okay, masi-0 na yan. So, minus 0. Tapos, negative of negative, positive, e to the negative s plus a times 0, e to the 0, divided by 2 times s plus a. But e to the 0 is 1. So, gawin ko na siyang 1. Yan. So, anong natira? Ito na lang dalawa. Kasi mga 0 na to. So, 1 over 2 times s minus a plus 1 over 2 times s plus a. Combine as a single fraction. Ano ang LCD? Ito pa rin yung 2, parang sa kanina, diba? 2 times s minus a times s plus a. So, LCD divided by 2 times s minus a. So, cancel si 2 times s minus a. Matitira si s plus a. So, s plus a times the numerator 1, s plus a. Next, plus. So, dito naman, LCD divided by 2 times s plus a. So, cancel si 2 times s plus a. Matitira si s minus a. So, s minus a times the numerator 1, s minus a. Yan. Then, simplify yung numerator, combine similar terms. So, s plus s, 2s, a minus a, 0. So, cancel na si a. Divided by 2 times s minus a, s plus a. So, cancel nyo na lang yung 2. Bale, s over, pag minultiply nyo, finol nyo, special product, difference of 2 squares lang yan. So, s square minus a square. Therefore, ito yung Laplace transform ng cos 80. Okay, so again, same lang siya ng condition. Okay, condition S is parang sa kanina, di ba? Kasi same lang sila dun sa since. S should be greater than absolute value ng A para mag-converge. So, tandaan nyo na to. Another important standard Laplace transform formula. Okay, Laplace transform ng cos 80 hyperbolic cosine 80 is s over s squared minus a squared. So, nakaka-anim na tayong formula. Okay, so yung una, tandaan nyo na yung mga formula. Unang formula, Laplace transform ng 1, 1 over s. Okay? Pangalawa, Laplace transform ng t to the n is n factorial over s raised to n plus 1. Diniderive na natin ngayon using the definition. Sa mga next lesson, puro table of formula na lang tayo. Pangatlo, Laplace transform ng e to the 80 is 1 over s minus a. Pang-apat, Laplace transform ng sin 80. Okay, a over s squared plus a squared. Next, Laplace transform ng cosine 80. S over s squared plus a squared. Tapos yung kakakuha pa lang natin ngayon, Laplace transform ng hyperbolic sine sin 80, a over s squared minus a squared. Then Laplace transform ng cos 80 hyperbolic cosine 80, s over s squared minus a squared. Okay, next. 7, 8. Okay, what if f of t is t raised to alpha, tapos may condition. Alpha is an element or member of the real number and alpha is greater than negative 1. So, iba to doon sa condition or yung binigay kong example na Laplace transform ng t to the n. Kasi yung t to the n, yung n is whole number, members of the whole number. Ibig sabihin yung n is 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. This time, yung alpha, hindi siya whole number lang. As long as real number siya na greater than negative 1. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng fraction. Diba? Pwedeng rational. Okay, kapag ganito yung given, tapos yung alpha mo is greater than negative 1, hanapin natin ngayon yung Laplace transform. So, Laplace transform ng f of t or Laplace transform ng bale t to the alpha. Definition, integral ng e to the negative st times f of t, t to the alpha, dt from 0 to infinity. Okay, so paano natin ito i-evaluate? Gamit tayo ng substitution. Mag-let u tayo be equal dito sa negative st. Okay, tapos i-derivative natin, derivative ng u du, derivative ng negative st, or wag nating sama yung negative. Yung st lang. Yan. So, let u be equal to st. Hindi ko na sinama yung negative Tapos, get the derivative. Derivative ng u du, derivative ng st. Yung s kasi dito is constant. So, s times derivative ng t dt. Yan. Tapos, pag minanipulate natin ito, kasi kailangan natin ng t. I-solve natin si t, bale, divide both sides by s. Right? So, magiging t is u over s. Yan. Dito pala, pag sinubstitute natin, kailangan si dt, divide ko na to both sides by s. Okay, para pag sinubstitute natin si dt, magiging in terms of 1 over s du is equal to dt. So, dahil nag-u substitution tayo, hanapin natin yung bagong lower at upper limit in terms of u. So, since u is equal to st, if yung original value ng t is 0, ano yung magiging u natin? Lower limit. U is s times t, palitan nyo ng 0, 0. Ito yung bagong lower limit in terms of kapag nag-substitute na tayo in terms of u. Next, yung upper limit naman, t is approaching infinity, right? So, using yung substitution, u is s, t, approaching infinity, di approaching infinity din si u. Sige, so substitute natin ngayon, magiging integral ng ano yung bagong lower limit sa u is 0, upper limit sa u infinity pa rin. So, hindi nagbago. Tapos, substitute natin e to the negative, di ba yung st na lang yung ginamit ko kanina? St is equal to u. Yan. Tapos, yung t, in terms of u over s. U over s raised to alpha. Tapos, yung dt, ito, 1 over s du. 1 over s du. Yan. So, naging in terms of u na tayo. I-simplify lang natin, bale dito, i-distribute nyo yung exponent na alpha sa numerator tsaka denominator. Magiging integral ng e to the negative u, bale u to the alpha, divided by s to the alpha, then times 1 over s du, evaluated from 0 to positive infinity. So, magiging integral ng, pwede tong i-multiply yung s to the alpha times s to the first. So, e to the negative u to the alpha, du, over s, so same base, copy, then add the exponent, alpha plus 1, evaluated from 0 to infinity. Okay, di ba yung s together with the alpha ay considered as constant kasi with respect to u tayo. So, pwede nyo na lang igilid or ilabas ng integral symbol itong 1 over s raised to alpha plus 1. So, labas na lang natin siya. So, 1 over s raised to alpha plus 1, integral ng e to the negative u to the alpha du, then 0 to infinity. So, paano to? Meron pa ring integral. 'Di ba? Paano i-evaluate yan? So, hindi na natin yan i-evaluate. I-apply natin ngayon yung gamma function. So, kailangan nating i-introduce yung gamma function. May definition tayo ng gamma. Ang gamma function, let's say, denoted by the symbol, gamma of alpha is equal to the integral ng t raised to alpha minus 1 e to the negative t dt from 0 to infinity, where alpha is greater than 0. Or, kasi, ang kailangan natin yung ganitong itsura. Ganitong itsura ng integral. Ayaw natin yung may merong naka-minus 1. Gawin ko, evaluate ko to, yung gamma function at alpha plus 1. Right? Para magiging, so papalitan nyo ngayon yung mga alpha dito ng alpha plus 1. Evaluate nyo. So, t raise, etong alpha, papalitan nyo ng alpha plus 1. Tas may minus 1, copy nyo lang, e to the negative t, dt, from 0 to infinity. So, magiging t to the, sa makakancel na yan. Yung minus, yung 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So, matitira is t to the alpha, e to the negative t dt, from 0 to infinity. So, ito yung value ng gamma ng alpha plus 1. Pag kinompare natin, magkapareho ba sila? Magkapareho ba yan, yung integral na to? Magkapareho yan, kaso baka malito kayo, iba lang yung ginamit na variable. Kasi yung variable natin, di ba dito t, dito u. So with respect sa u, ito with respect sa t. Dami variable lang kasi yan sa gamma function. Pwede kayong pumili ng kahit anong gusto nyong gamiting variable. Hindi lang t, hindi lang u. Any letters of the alphabet. So dahil dami variable lang yan, kahit anong ipalit yung variable, okay lang. So ibig sabihin, pwede rin tong equal sa gamma ng alpha plus 1. Kasi same lang sila ng definition. Diba? E to the negative u, e to the negative t. T is equal to u dito kasi dami variable. Tas t to the alpha, u to the alpha. So, therefore, ito pa lang 1 over s alpha plus raised to alpha plus 1 times itong expression is equal to gamma of alpha plus 1. So, magiging 1 over s raised to alpha plus 1 times, so since equal itong integral na to sa gamma ng alpha plus 1, substitute nyo na lang, gamma ng alpha plus 1. Okay? Ang condition dito is yung alpha is greater than negative 1, tapos s pa rin should be greater than 0. Ito yung Laplace transform ng t to the alpha. So, mas mahirap siya kapag yung alpha mo is hindi whole number. So, kapag alpha is greater than negative 1. Kasi kapag alpha is just a whole number, mas madali, di ba? 0, 1, 2, 3, ano yun? N factorial lang over s to the n plus 1. Pero kapag hindi, kapag pwedeng any whole number or any real number na greater than negative 1, pwedeng fraction, ito dapat yung gagamitin yung formula. So, another standard formula for Laplace transform, tandaan nyo na siya. Memorize nyo. Yan. Tapos, para ma-apply nyo yung pag-evaluate ng gamma, so, meron tayong properties. Tandaan nyo yung mga properties ng gamma function. Yan. So, gamma ng alpha is equal to alpha minus 1 factorial. So, related din sa factorial yung gamma function. Or, kung gagawin nyong gamma ng alpha plus 1, dapat magiging alpha factorial na lang. Kasi nga, di ba, pag ginawa nyo tong alpha plus 1, magiging alpha plus 1 minus 1, makakancel yung 1, magiging alpha factorial na lang. Tapos, tandaan nyo rin na gamma ng alpha plus 1 is equal to gamma alpha ay gamma ng alpha. Yan. Mga important properties yan. Tapos, eto, gamma ng 1/2 is equal to the square root of pi. Yan. Tapos, pag meron tayong gamma ng m plus 1/2, apply nyo itong shortcut formula, 1 times 3 times 5 times ... until times 2m minus 1 divided by 2 to the m times the square root of pi, where m is 1, 2, 3, positive integers. Or kung gamma is negative m plus 1/2, so equal naman to sa negative 1 to the m, then 2 to the m square root of pi divided by, so 1 times 3 times 5 times ... until times 2m minus 1. Okay, m nyo pa rin dyan is positive integers. 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, kapag nag-evaluate tayo ng Laplace transform, gagamitin natin to. So, tandaan nyo itong mga properties na yan. Sige, next. Problem number 9. Okay, paano naman kung piecewise? Halimbawa, f of t is equal to 4 if 0 is less than or equal to t less than 1, and 3 if t is greater than or equal to 1. So, ano na siya? Piecewise function. So, for a specific interval sa domain, may specific kayong value ng f of t. Halimbawa, for 0, for t in between 0 and 1, 0 inclusive, f of t is 4. Or for t is greater than or equal to 1, f of t is 3. So, hanapin daw natin yung Laplace transform yan. So, same pa rin yung definition, di ba? Laplace transform ng f of t will be, so di ba ang Laplace transform ng f of t is integral ng e to the negative st f of t dt from 0 to infinity. So, ang interval natin is from 0 pataas to infinity. So, simulan nyo sa kung saan pasok yung interval sa f of t, di ba, from 0 to 1, equal siya sa 4. So, hatiin nyo, bale, e to the negative st, ang value ng f of t from 0 to 1 is 4. So, ang limit nyo lang dito, 0 to 1. Plus, so dahil hanggang infinity tayo, gagamitin naman natin yung interval na t greater than or equal to 1. So, ibig sabihin, t pataas. T greater than 1 pataas. So, yan yung sasakop dito sa infinity. Sa dulo. Bale, integral ng e to the negative st times f of t ngayon sa interval na to kung saan pasok dito hanggang infinity, 3. Tapos, magsisimula ka sa 1, kasi simula sa 1 inclusive, pataas, hanggang infinity na. Yan. So, ito yung value ng Laplace transform ng f of t, given piecewise function na yan. So, evaluate na lang natin tong integral. Di ba yung mga constant, pwede nyo naman niyang igilid. So, magiging 4 integral ng e to the negative st dt from 0 to 1. Tapos, plus 3 integral ng e to the negative st dt from 1 to infinity. So, ito, definite integral na yan. Hindi na yan improper. Diba? Madali na lang yan. Bale, 4 times integral ng e to the negative st, diba? 1 over yung coefficient ng t, negative s, then times the same function e to the negative st, yung in-apply natin kanina nung naghanap tayo ng diba? Laplace transform ng hyperbolic sine and cosine. Then evaluated from 0 to 1. Okay, ganun din dito, plus 3 integral ng e to the negative st. So, 1 over negative s e to the negative st evaluated from 1 to infinity. So, bale, magiging So, palitan nyo muna yung t ng upper limit na 1. So, gawin ko na siyang negative 4s, negative 4 over s e to the negative s times the t, which is 1. Tapos, minus, evaluate nyo naman sa lower limit, palitan nyo yung t ng 0. Bale, minus the negative 4 over s e to the negative s times t, substitute 0. Yan. Tapos dito, plus, and then minus, kasi 3 times 1 over negative s, magiging negative 3 over s, then e to the negative s, so upper limit muna, substitute sa t. Magiging s times infinity. Then minus, lower limit, substitute nyo naman sa t, so magiging negative of negative 3 over s e to the negative s times t, substitute. Ano pala to? 0, 1. 1 yan, di ba? Okay. So, evaluate natin. Ito magiging negative 4 over s e to the negative s times 1 e to the negative s. Tapos, negative of negative, positive 4 over s. Ano yung e to the negative s times 0? E to the 0 or 1, right? Yan. So, negative. Ito naman, okay, mag-apply tayo ng restriction. Diba? Dapat, s should be greater than 0. Okay, para mag-0 itong e to the s infinity. So, mag-0 na siya. Kung a-assign natin na s is greater than 0. Yan. Tapos, ito naman, we have negative of negative. Magiging positive 3 over s e to the negative s times 1 negative s. So, wala na to. Ito, gawin na lang natin siyang 4 over s kasi naka times 1. Diba? Tapos, pwede pa ba tayong mag-combine ng similar terms? Ito, yung negative 4 over s e to the negative s plus 3 over s e to the negative s. Ilan yan? Negative 1 over s. Negative 1 over s e to the negative s. Diba? Similar terms kasi sila. So, combine nyo. Bale, negative 4 plus 3, negative 1 over s, tas e to the negative s. Ito yung Laplace transform. Laplace transform nung piecewise function f of t. So, yung sinet nating S dapat greater than 0 para mag-converge. Okay, ayan. Nine. Problem number 9. Sige, so tuloy na lang natin next time. Solve pa tayong more problems. So part, ano na to? Part 3, no? So let's have part 4 next time for the same topic. Ang topic natin is finding Laplace transform using its definition. So parang derivation lang to ng mga standard Laplace transform. Kaya yung mga na-derive na nating Laplace transform formula using the definition, tatandaan na natin yan. Sige, so follow nyo lang ako dito sa ating account para man-notify pag may video tutorial tayo next time. And subscribe din kayo sa ating YouTube channel, Engineered Math. So liling ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin para mapanood nyo. Pati yung playlist na pwede nyo lang mapanood sa DE playlist sa YouTube channel natin or sa Advanced Math Engineering playlist. Okay, so para meron kayong video tutorials playlist guide for this topic, Laplace transform. So good luck sa mga nagte-take na itong topic na to. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Practice lang mag-solve ng maraming problems. Sige, see you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.